Leandro Andrade gets it away eventually as he lets go of it there. Johnny Montiel. Robertson. Gakpo. Van Dijk, all-time Liverpool captain, whose ability has been called into question a number of times by fans and pundits alike this season. Szoboszlai, Endo, Szoboszlai, and Salah, who's seldom been involved so far, but that's a fine ball for Gakpo. Just beyond the Dutchman. And Liverpool starting to click, starting to purr here at Anfield. Gakpo might well have been offside there. It could not have counted had he made the contact he needed. Great vision by Salah. There's one wide man trying to find another. Gakpo. Ekitike there for company. Robertson is an option too. We go Ekitike. It's a corner for Liverpool. Van Dijk issuing the instructions. We'll have something planned. Szoboszlai. Set piece ready to go. Ugo Ekitike's flick. Van Dijk clawed away. But it's a goal. It did cross the line, and Liverpool are ahead. The watch signalled that the ball had crossed the line, and Alexis McAllister got the touch at the far post. Limited celebrations from him. It all came after such a spectacular save as well from Pokalski. We'll see just how far over the line it was here. Ekitike tried to get the initial touch, Van Dijk then did. And McAllister with an astute header in the right place at the right time. It was well over the line. Pokalski thought he'd come up there with an amazing stop, but the ball had already gone.
Give me just a second. I'm trying to fix the audio. It's messed up here. All right, should be much better. Not as good as I wanted, but better. Should be better now. Would have probably been easier if I just did this from my iPad. I like that, but I don't know why Grav is so far up. He's playing center back, is he not? Yes, you can put it on the ground, Mo. Yeah, if this is you watching Bill, yeah, feedback would be appreciated because, I mean, I could turn the cam around and show you, dude, I got so much shit rigged up in the back. And I mean, I have a Blue Yeti mic, it's a good mic, but I've not done anything with like adjusting the audio too much. I just tried to get the cam up, OBS set up. I don't have too many overlays and stuff set up, at least not connected to YouTube. I used to have a lot of stuff that's already preset for Twitch, but not for YouTube. Like I'd like to put a live score thing up too, which I'll probably try to do in the future. I think the volume's pretty low. Try Cody. Like I know the mic is probably picking up me picking up my phone, setting it down, clicking on the mouse, this and that. Also, except for the chip because I dropped it when I was washing it last week. Like I know we can hear setting the cup down is probably loud. I do have the background set up. I'm not sure if you're still in here or not, but I have the background set up to where go flow. I think this is going to be the difference for us in the Champions League. Honestly, I don't want to say I'm sitting here thinking, oh, I got faith that we can go and win the Champions League or something like that. But playing the bigger teams, coming up, I don't know when we play City in a week or two time. Um, I mean, that's just going to be a good test for us because if we go later in the Champions League, facing these teams that don't that play more open. They, the games when they're a little more end to end. I mean, we kind of do struggle with that, but we struggle more with that low block. That's why I think, ew, that's good clearance. I wonder if does Paramount have like a multi-stream thing? Because I really only have the Liverpool game up, but I would really like to have a couple of the. Actually, let's look at the scores. Mm, I think if I stretch that, that looks way worse. I just don't think the cam is set up to stretch quite like that or pick up the full width of YouTube. Yeah, that doesn't look good. Let's fit the screen. Drop me down. I think the audio is fine for now. What did I just do there? Yeah, okay. All right, good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, I noticed like first 15 minutes, PSG scored. That's PSG against Newcastle. I actually need to pull that game up too and watch it. At least have it on in the background. Arsenal. I mean, that was 2-1 by the 15th minute as well. Same with Barcelona's scoreline. City was up one first 15 minutes. I didn't even see Madrid scored. We need to stay compact just like this, more often. They don't really have a lot of players forward though, which is kind of crazy being down two. I mean, I'm sure that wasn't the initial game plan, but being down two, you think they would have a little bit. I'm really surprised. It's Champions League, and we do need to win the game to try to avoid having to play games over the next couple of weeks, basically. We can get that little bit of break, it'd be excellent. But I'm kind of surprised we didn't play like Marma. because we even brought, like, I'm pretty sure I saw Woodman. I don't know why we have 3 goalkeepers on the bench. 2 on the bench, plus Allison. Just, well, I'm not the manager. What do I know? I'm also kind of surprised we played this many starters. I might just, because trying to set all this stuff up, I did miss like the first 15 minutes of the game. Might reply to your text messages through the mic here. Let's go. Good rip. What I don't get is we'll go for all these shots outside of the box when we're going up against an opposition that is not in a low block. That's what we need more of in the low block, against the low block. But we don't do that. We try to like look for, too many passes. City, Arsenal still up to. I think, especially based on Arsenal, and that's could be a one-off. I mean, Man United's playing good this season, but I mean, I did watch the full game over the weekend. Here we go, Mo. Fair, that's fair. Take a touch, Dom, but good stuff. I feel like Mo's just a little bit, I don't know, he's kind of scared to just drive. I get, like, when he had a fast break, a few minutes ago, I get him not trying to, like, take that defender one-on-one and, like, take it to the goal to try to get a shot off. He kind of slowed down and cut it back. I get that. He's getting a little older. He's still quick, but, maybe he doesn't want to, and he's strong, but doesn't want to, try to outpace that defender while shielding him off to get a shot. But I feel like he's just phrased away from like trying to score goals a little bit more. Come on, prove me wrong, Mo. Does it look better like this, do you think? I'm sure I'm allowed to do this. Yeah. I mean, as long as I don't have like the audio from any of the games or the actual video live streaming. I don't know if the audio would get you in trouble. I probably still copyright. Yes. There you go, Dom. Curl it. Ooh, big deflection. Man down. Man down for Carbag. Ooh, that was probably going wide. We need a lot more shots like that. I don't know if you watched United and Arsenal's game over the weekend, but Arsenal, Flozo Gakpo, nice. It's the same name. I'm in the chat. Yeah, it's a good visual. Okay, cool. Yeah, again, I mean, I really, I spent like hours last night, dude. I was up until like 4 a.m. I mean, I was playing an hour or so of Xbox, but I was trying to set up all the stuff to be able to stream from the Xbox to the PC and just having like some issues and whatnot. But I think I got all that stuff kind of worked out. I mean, I have most of what I need anyways, cords for pretty much anything I would need. I have a little like Stream Deck, um, like a whole side monitor I can kind of show you maybe halftime or something. But what time is it over there? While the kickoff's going on, of course, this is my Mo jersey with, it looks good, good, awesome. I appreciate it. Always room for improvement, but 541, damn, man. Are you going to go back to sleep before you go to work or? Yeah, that makes sense. I appreciate you even pulling the stream out, man. Honestly, I spent like 40 minutes trying to even get the thumbnail correct and then reset up OBS because I had to like log out and log out of Twitch on there, which had all my presets already done. But then to stream it to YouTube instead, which I kind of would prefer to do, and to stream to both at the same time, I would have to pay for it, which I may do, but wasn't going to do that right now. So I had to edit, kind of edit the thumbnail and then put the all the stuff into OBS for like the background, picking up the desktop screen, which is showing the fixture live feeds right now and the cam and all that and the mic. And then adjust the volumes because I was picking up a lot of feedback interference and stuff. But yeah, when we get a little break here, I'm going to show you the shirt my sister got me for Christmas. Ooh, I thought that was in. Leave it 6:30. I gotcha. Okay. What's the commute like? And I assume you're watching the game here too. PSG Newcastle Arsenal scored again, 3-1. Leverkusen up 2-0. Took a deflection. Yeah, I was going to say it took a deflection. Nice. I appreciate it. Like I said, got you on the phone. Nice. Yeah, man. Not trying to goal somebody scored. Yeah, I'm not trying to make it like a pain in the backside for you to pull me up here, and at least it's on your phone. It's not interrupting like the actual game for you to kind of type in chat and respond. Man, I need a long sleeve kit, Adidas kit. Oh, the Adidas stripes on the long sleeve are nice. Everybody has one on right now. Hugo, Dom, Mo, Flo, Gakpo. There we go. even their keeper, well, some of their players, they have Adidas kits. Yeah, the three stripes are fire. I mean, I kind of like the Nike ones, but like I don't know. I mean, this design was okay. But honestly, like I really like the white. I forget, like 2 years ago we had the white ones, and it was like 3 years ago we had the yellow ones. Were my favorite Nike kits, anyways. But yeah, still kind of not as good as the Adidas ones. I did like the New Balance too. I'll have to send you. I was looking up yesterday. There's a bunch of different websites, and it's sometimes difficult to find like ones that are legit. And even I think some of the ones that are legit, like they're in like France or something, like Paris, and um, so I don't know what shipping costs and all that would be. But then even the like highly recommended sites, sometimes like you might order a jersey that's a size like medium or medium, let's say, but then and the picture shows that, but then it might be like a large that they send you. That's what I was seeing, but I was looking up like retro, like actual, like real retro kits. Like there's a ton of Ronaldo's, Messi's, Mbappe's, Vinny's, uh, yeah, all those Lamine's, Neymar's. But then there was like a couple of Zidane's in there, and they're not super expensive. But I was really looking for like an older Mane one in red and a Bobby Firmino one because I want to hang this Mo jersey along with those two and like in the background up there and have them all in red. I'm not so worried about getting a Mane one signed, but I'm really gonna try to like not press and get a Firmino one too quick because I want to try to find one that's signed that's not outrageously expensive, I guess. But then it's also running it through like Beckett to make sure it's like actually like official, like confirmed by Beckett that it is a legit signature or what have you. Because I looked at eBay and some are super expensive, some aren't that expensive. These were Mane ones, but every single one I looked up said it was like you know like reviewed by Beckett and like approved and like an official. It had the seal or the stamp of approval with like a QR code. And I looked at the QR code in Beckett's website and it was not in there. So it was just a fake print. So even some of those can be forged. Not the signature, but like the stamp from Beckett. I don't know. That's something for later. This is good. I got to figure out how to pull up. Newcastle just equalized PSG. Yeah, we'll see how Arsenal goes. Barcelona's still losing by one to Copenhagen. I forget exactly where everybody is on the table. Arsenal's first, so they're probably set even if they lose, but they're probably going to win this. I think Arsenal's definitely going to win something this season. I don't want to guarantee that it's going to be the Premier League just yet. I mean, I don't know, but they're going to fall out a little bit of one of the competitions. I think after that United game, I think some teams are going to pick up on how United played. You just basically got to outscore them. You just got to score basically because Arsenal's just not used to scoring. I mean, 3 goals is a lot for them. I'd be well, not really the team that they're playing, I guess, but usually they just win games 1-0, 2-0, just prevent conceding. That's how they win, which is the best way, but no right way to win. If you're still in here, I'm gonna grab that shirt real quick. But yeah, do what you gotta do, man. I don't wanna hold you up here. So if it picks up. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Pretty basic, but So let's take a look at this. I really wish you could like multi-stream these. Do like the four corners. I mean, I could do it on the computer, but I wonder if I could pull up like maybe the Galazzo show. I know this is still picking up like background clicking and I don't know how I can avoid that. If you're still here, just bear with me. I'm gonna tinker with this mic here a little bit. I don't know if that's any better. I want to put this Galazzo show on here in just a sec. I mean, I could even take off the cover on the mic, see if that makes a difference. We'll see what that does. Should be working. Extremely quiet, but I also turned the gain way down. Maybe better now. A little bit better. What about now? I think the mic volume is all the way up. I'm just trying to like kind of make background noise to see if it picks it up or not. Which it is. Give this kind of one final go here. Hello, 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 hello. That all sounds the same, honestly, with the gain. I'm not noticing any difference in the audio, at least like for me talking. I think these games are starting back up. Turn the gain back down. All right. Boys are warming up. Tottenham just scored in the 47th minute against Frankfurt. I need to, oh yeah, bracket view. Oh goodness, got the numbers next to them. I haven't really used Champions League website too much, but all right, here we go, boys. This is really where the difference lies for us as a second half. Even being up 2 goals and against a team that, again, no disrespect to, to Kabag, but Karag. But we should win. But, I mean, we just hunker down and try to defend and stop being such an attacking threat in the second half. I mean, when we just lose that attacking intensity, we just our pressing intensity stops just as well. I hope so, man. I think we got this one, and we need to. We cannot afford to drop any points on this because I think Arnie in the interview, one of the interviews before the game, he said that he's like, last year I wouldn't have minded playing the extra games. We had everybody healthy. We had plenty of players to rotate. But this year, definitely want to avoid the extra games. I still feel like my mic audio is really flat, but I mean, it is just a older Blue Yeti. I mean, Blue Yeti is nice, but it's not the greatest. I'm kind of surprised we started Endo at right back as well. It's a fun game to do that, but I'm not sure if you're still able to watch it or if you're like traveling. I think you got to leave in like 20 minutes, maybe. Come on, Mo. Really, they're going to give a foul. Barcelona equalize 1-1. Man, Marseille struggling against Club Brugge, which was kind of surprising. I thought Marseille was pretty well in the domestic league, their domestic league. Napoli beating Chelsea. Come on, Dom. Oh, we scored. The damn Champions League website is faster than the live feed on the game. Ruins the excitement, son of a bitch. I need to cover that up. So it definitely is off this free kick. Let's fucking go. Dom. Oh, it was Mo? Let's go. Okay, at least that was a little bit of surprise. Let's fucking go. It was the exact same play as the free kick. What was that, over the weekend? Yeah, it was over the weekend. Against what was it, Bournemouth? Set piece, it was the little roll off from Mo to Dom and vice versa. Let's go. Relying on your commentary? Oh, then I got you. Yeah. Sorry, that's why I asked, because I'm going to give it a little bit of a, yeah. So, yeah, it was free kick outside of the box. It was kind of a carbon copy of what we did against Bournemouth, where Mo and Dom lined up behind the ball together, and then Mo ran up, but, laid the ball off with a little back heel to, or roll back to Dom, Mo to Dom. This one was Dom to Mo. Same exact thing, just opposite direction. Beautiful top bend corner. Yeah, it was yes, it was a good goal. Mo needs to start shooting more. That's the thing. I don't know why he's not been doing that. I mean, before he used to get a lot of flack for shooting the ball all the time. But I mean, that's what we need from the strikers, to be honest. I'm fine. Like Isaac, let's just use Isaac as an example. I'm fine if he shoots the ball 15 times per game, because I'm sure one or two are going to go in. And that's kind of what we need. And that's what like Mo used to do. He caught heat for shooting a ball all the time, but scored goals, man. It's tough to gauge us off this game, but seems like we're playing pretty well. We just got a lot more space to be fluid. In the box, Ekatike kicked out, cleared. We recovered inside their half. Who's that? Endo off the right. Flow to Mo, back to Flow. To Dom. Fake shot. Back out to Andy. Andy to Cody off the left wing. Cody's trying to figure out what to do. It was almost a good one, too, with Maka back into the half space. Cleared. Recycled back out to Grav. To Dom, then, or to Verge, then to Andy. Andy, good pass to Maka in the box. Andy with a cross. Mo off the volley. It was pretty wide. And Korabag has the ball. They can't get out of their own half, which is good. This is like, I mean, we're just, oh, it was a good one, too, between Mo and Ekatike. Is good block. Cleared. Really good link up from Mo and Ekatike and outside to inside of the box. Andy with good cross in. Hugo with great positioning. It was just a miss hit off the head. Just goes straight up into the sky. A really good cross. Really good by Hugo to get there. My bad. As long as Mo's getting shots on target, he needs to be ripping it. Yeah, I think we all, a lot of us do. Florian included. Now Hugo does, which is good. That's what I like about him. But he's also good enough that, you know, he's getting himself in the position to get good shots off. And again, I think the little difference there is there's some shots that Isaac would be a little bit more clinical in finishing, but I think Ekatike is a little bit better about getting himself into the positions to like on the break mode of Flow, back across the top of the box. Ekatike, his ball retention is great. Maka to Gakpo, great shot across goals. Good save. Pop me a little Zinni. Pretty good save. It was actually a really good strike by Cody to the far post. But yeah, it was a good save. Mo hates those sideline microphones, man. He moves those things every time. I support Mo up, down, left, and right, and 8 days a week. I don't like him taking the corners, to be honest. He either kicks them way too far over the goal, unless that's the game plan, to like kick it to the far post to whoever might be there, so they can, you know, dink it right back into a dangerous like spot to somebody else, like right in front of goal. But if it's not too far, it's too short. And obviously Dom sent one into Verge last week. I think we just need Dom doing both of those. But in swinger, out swinger, I get that. Hugo, get there. That's a great touch by Hugo on a fast break. Let's fucking go, dude. I love it. Prove me wrong. Let's fucking go. Sorry, I'm beating on the desk. Hugo, proving me wrong on the being clinical in his finishing. But it kind of supported what I said, that like, I think Isak still, but that was like a really good touch. Like, it was a fast break from midfield. Here we go. Cleared out by Verge, straight to him. And he took a really good touch at midfield to pass one center back. And the second touch was also beautiful. I think he might have made the second center back. It was like off the volley. Tapped it with his toe past the first. Second touch, same concept to settle it even better past the second defender. And then great finish. Near post. That's beautiful. You're going to like that when you see it. Oh, the old Sadio Mane bow. Love it. Arne smiling. We need this. We need to keep a clean sheet. And even more so, maybe like completely, this press is excellent. Excellent. I think a little bit of the difference in quality, this might be a foul. Foul Endo. Midfield. Boys are cooking. Again, it's one of those games like we should be. Plus, it's at Anfield, so 12th man. But dang, there's a lot of Quarbag fans. So you're not watching the game at all at the moment? Good stuff. Yeah, it's really good stuff, man. I mean, offensively, it's not even, I mean, we've taken a good bit of shots. We've had a lot of possession in and around their box, even though I think the possession's almost 50-50. They can't get out of their half. Which is great. I mean, they're moving the ball relatively well against us. Just when I say that, great step out by Verge. Verge is getting forward. He said, fuck it, we're up 4. Andy's up. Mo is darting. Florian top box shoots. He almost just beamed that into the... Oh, it was a corner, deflected. It might have been on target. It was a... Yeah, it was deflected. It might have been on target shot then. I think it would have been saved. Yeah, so now we changed it. I mean, I get letting Mo take the corner off that side because, you know, he has the in-swinger from the left foot, but after I just made a comment on it, now we have Dom taking that side. Which was definitely way better because it got like to the middle of the box. Yep, and it gives Dom another chance to swing another one in. Ooh. Oh my gosh, Cody got it. He was offsides. Yep. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, he's definitely offsides. If you would have let that go to Andy, though, Andy would have been in a great position to send it back across to the PK spot. Endo's done really well at the right back. I don't think he's been really questioned a lot, but great pass, great pass. It's got to be offsides. That might be a 5th. It might be a 5th. I'd be surprised if it's not offsides, maybe. It was good play. It was really good sticking with it. But we got a little lucky on some bounces there. I mean, they couldn't, tried to clear the ball a couple times, couldn't do it. Flo, really good ball retention. Dom to Mac at top of the box. Nope, it was Dom to Hugo. Yeah, off the defender. Oh, it was a poor clearance by the defender. He scuffed it, sent it right through. That's why it's not offsides. The defender kicked it to the keeper off a missed kick, and the keeper got a hand on it and missaved it. Mac is stuck with it. 5-0. Yeah, that was probably the least clean of all of our goals, but hey, we'll take it. I don't remember how much the goal difference counts. Well, it definitely would count because I think we were tied at like 15 points with one or two other people. But I think we were still clear as long as we don't drop points. I don't think the goal difference mattered too much for us. It's the thing that gets me. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just like the difference in, again, no disrespect to Quarbag, but like the difference in quality of, them compared to, let's say, when we play City here in, the next couple games. I mean, we're sending long balls forward over the top, and that's a great ball from Dom to Hugo. I mean, there's a lot of differences here. I mean, Quarbag is not playing, which, I mean, at this point now, they're down 5. They can't park the bus anyways. They've got to play open because they need to try to get forward to get something. But so obviously that's going to make a difference now at this stage of the game. But like they didn't sit back in a low block at all to start the game. So it's like that obviously helped us attacking wise, and I know that's been an issue for us this year, but that's a good flick on from the corner. Grav and Dijk almost scored. Lot of chances for us. It's really good. Yes, bring Rio on. Plenty of time. Let's go. Let's go. Let him cook. Now that he has the chance to play in a little bit of an open field here. Great touch, Dom. Got to renew Dom's contract, man. I love McAllister. Grav's still young. We need to keep Grav as well for a while. A little bit of a down season compared to last year, but still fully back him. Love him. Great player. And Mac is too. He's been in a slump, but if we lose any midfielders, I don't want to lose any of them. But I'd rather keep Dom than, let's say, Mac, I guess is what I'm saying. Even Dom over Curtis for sure. What we do probably need, though, is still like a more like-for-like replacement for Fabinho. Good retention from Maka. Grav is the closest we have to that, but it's just not quite the same. Hugo? Yeah, Quarbag, they are struggling. They are playing the... Oh my gosh, we almost scored again. They are goofing around with the ball in their box. I don't know what they're doing. That is what's frustrated me this year is we've done the same thing. We tried to keep the ball in our own box instead of kicking it out, just booting it out of the box, whether it goes out for a goal kick or a corner, we've just been trying to keep the ball in play so we can like recycle it and then work it up out from the back. Come on, Goody. Trenioni's coming on as well. Trenioni and Rio coming on. Flo going off and Hugo going off. Quarterback making 2 substitutions as well. I could not tell you who those guys are. This is good, though. We need, I mean, obviously, Corbag, they're probably going to try to push, especially these players coming on are going to bring a little bit of like rejuvenated life into them, but which I'm not necessarily worried about, but I think that's going to be good for Rio and Trey coming on because they need this experience. They need the Champions League night experience, but not necessarily a super heated scenario. In case you're still listening and you haven't seen PSG Newcastle 70, everybody's about in the 70th minute. PSG Newcastle 1-1. City and Galatasaray 2-0 City. Dortmund Inter 0-0. Barcelona 2-1 over Copenhagen. Arsenal still 3-1 over Karat Almaty. Endo's done pretty well at this right back, but again, I don't think Quarbag's asked too many questions of him. Rio cooking around a little bit. Andy to Rio. Rio cooking. Pass 1. In the box. Corner. Goal kick? Goal kick. Wait, corner? Oh, yeah, corner's been given. It's really nice. Dribbled, beat one defender. Just about beat the second defender in the box. And they kicked it out. Good recovery from Trenioni. Yeah, we're moving the ball around really well. Now, they're really compact now. But again, like the difference right now, again, there's a little bit of a difference in quality compared to like Quarbag and Arsenal, City, a PSG, whatever. But we don't have 5 players on their line, like their back line. We have 2. And then the rest are sitting back, rotating. They're in open space. We're playing like possession basically. And we're not even rotating a ton. I mean, we are, but we're giving whoever has the ball a passing option. We're giving multiple options to that person, which is great. But they're also, Quarbag's not pressing us. Like, even when we're, in and around their box, they're not really pressing us. Like I said, it's tough to gauge because Quarbag is a team that we should beat. But, if they came into this game and played a low block, just parked the bus, they might have got a better result against us. Or it might have been more difficult for it. It definitely would have been more difficult for us. That's the thing, though. I guess I was talking up and saying, when we come across teams like Arsenal, or if we played PSG or City or, some of these other teams, Gakpo off a free kick, deflected off the top of the wall for another corner. It was a pretty good free kick by Cody, actually. Did it take a deflection? Yeah, slightly. Actually, that might have went in. It might have been saved. But it was a good free kick. But yeah, playing against some of these other like teams, like I said, that would play much more open. I kind of give us credit and say I think that we would do much better against them. I don't know about defensively necessarily better, but attacking wise and clinical. Ooh, Van Dijk almost got to go off the header. He was uncontested too. It's close. But if like somebody like Atletico Madrid, like if we come across them, I'm pretty sure Simeone has them play in a low block. And they are probably one of the best in the world at doing that effectively as like a top flight team. So I think that's where we would, honestly, I think that's like one of the teams we might struggle against the most. If we came up across them in the Champions League, that might be the team I'm scared the most to go up against in the Champions League. Like, truth be told. Just because that is our, like, kryptonite is that low block. I mean, I know Arna keeps saying it. I'm not a fan, and he keeps using that as an excuse, but it's just quite obvious from the performances that is what we struggle up against. To break down. There's many ways to break it down, too. We just don't. I feel like we don't play in the half space as much at all. We really don't pull defenders. We just don't rotate. Which allows them to just stay stationary. Sorry, I'm kind of ranting to myself here. Will apparently Thomas, Frank, and Slot will sleep good tonight until Saturday. And how the F? Real Madrid losing to Benfica. Oh, I didn't see Madrid losing. Oh, they are. I know Barcelona was losing for a while to Copenhagen. Sorry, I have the scores up, obviously, but I don't have all the games up. I just have Liverpool's game up. Yeah, they are losing to Benfica. They could probably still get one back. I'm going to actually look at this. Yeah, Cody going off. Dom going off. Dang, we are using all the subs, which is good because Chiesa coming on. I forget the center back's name, but this is only like his third appearance for us. But we don't have a choice because we don't have any center backs. I would take Verge off, to be honest. I don't know why we left Verge on, but yeah, Madrid put out a typical stacked squad, it looks like. Mbappe scored. Oof, Van Dijk almost off another header. Beats Courtois. Dre Schneider. Taking a peek here. I got to look at the, Tottenham here. I really like, I mean, I'm obviously a Liverpool fan, but Chiesa turned to shoot. It was a good try. Again, Liverpool fan, but I mean, I just love, like, I'm our biggest fan and biggest critic at the same time. So it's like, if we get beat by somebody, like, I'm willing to admit that. And watch that's classic Benfica. I like Tottenham. Like, they have really good players. They got some injuries, to be honest. I forgot they have a lot of injuries. And I do like Thomas Frank. I don't know if he's quite the best fit. But it's the same thing when Pochettino was there. Like, whatever reason, Tottenham is just like a cursed club almost. I mean, they really should have kept Ange. That's my belief. But like the top flight clubs, man, they're just willing. That's what I do like about, we have American owners, and I know there's bad rep for American ownership in mostly Premier League clubs and whatnot, and I get it. So I think Glazers are American, and they have not done United justice over the years. However, I like our owners. I mean, I kind of like the fact that I like how they do go about things. They've done really well, I think, for Liverpool. But, yeah, I don't know why clubs just boot managers and stuff as much as they do. Like, they just get rid of them like trading cards sometimes. Although it kind of makes sense. Like, you look at United, they got rid of Amorim, and Michael Carrick's been doing well. It definitely does bring that little bit of a spark to some of the players, because they kind of know, like, maybe this new manager coming in, I got to prove myself to him. It just depends on who it is. But because United's tough, man. They have some players, like Bruno Fernandes is a phenomenal player, but I don't like his attitude. I think he's just a little bit of a bad apple, like a bad influence for the team sometimes with his the way he displays himself, like his attitude and stuff. Again, phenomenal player, but I don't know. I think United have had that, like they've allowed some of their players in recent times to just get that ego. Actually, that's a perfect example with Real Madrid. And that's why I don't think, like, I think, like, the whole thing with, like, you know, Jurgen Klopp going there and everything, obviously massive Jurgen Klopp fan, but I actually just ordered his book to display on the back over there. I'll probably read it too, but huge fan of Jurgen, but I just don't think he would go to Madrid just because he struggled enough dealing with Sadio and Mo with what little, like, superstar egos they had. And their, like, egos pale in comparison to Vinny's and Mbappe's and everything there. But I think if Jurgen went there, he would do a hell of a job. I think he would make them probably one of the best. They are one of the best clubs, but in the world. But I think he'd take him to a new. He'd get the ship straight, basically, is what I'm saying. But I just don't think he takes that job. '80th minute. I need to back out here, but I did want to look at who all scored. Sorry. Was it brace? Brace for him. Yeah, there we go. Tottenham up 2-0. I still think Madrid's probably going to scrape one back. And if I remember correctly, I think they're pretty. Yeah, Arsenal. I don't think Arsenal's going to have any issue sealing that game out at 3-1. Probably same with Barcelona. I should pull up this PSG Newcastle match. Inter and Dortmund. Yeah, who did score for Tottenham? Pape Sarr. Actually, maybe they got some players coming back off injury. I know Sarr was injured for a while. And if correct me if I'm wrong, I think they just re-signed Paulinho, which is good. Somebody, Aston Villa, I think, just got Douglas Luiz back as well. I think he's close to 30, but I think it's a good signing for him. And Aston Villa are doing well. I don't know that they're going to, I can't remember. I think they're quite a few points off the top. But they're going to get top 4 this year. They're doing better than we are. Rio is cooking. Did too much, though. Klopp can't handle the spoiled kids there, and he definitely will not handle Perez. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I forget his first name, but I know you're talking about. That's their owner or like sporting director, GM, something. I know you're talking about Perez, but yeah, definitely not. I mean, Klopp struggled with was it Michael Edwards that we have, I believe, because I think Michael Edwards was here. I think Richard Hughes came from Bournemouth. But yeah, I think he butted heads with Michael Edwards, and Michael Edwards, like, I'm pretty certain he was one of the ones behind like the signings of like Allison. I don't know about all of them, but like Allison, Mo Verge, and Sadio. I don't know about Firmino, but so Edwards has done well for us. But yeah, he butted heads with Jurgen. So yeah, I can only imagine. Yeah, I don't think he's going there. Again, I think he would. I don't know. I would like to think that he would steer the ship, but it's difficult when you get to the status of like Mbappe's, Vinny's, and stuff like that. They just, yeah, they don't listen to any manager, unfortunately. And they don't want to press. Like, it's just not going to work anyways. I think he knows that well enough. There's no way Klopp is just not going to gegenpress wherever he goes. And if we go back and look, well, I want to look at this real quick, but Solanke scored. Nice. So he must have come off and Kolo Muani must have came on. Who else scored? What worked? Christian Romero. Nice. I think he also scored the last-minute equalizer at the weekend to get them a draw in the Premier League. Good for Romero. Oh, Rio almost scored. This is really good. This is pretty good performance by us, but again, I hope we don't think every game is going to be quite this easy. But we absolutely needed this win. Barcelona just scored as well, 4-1 against Copenhagen. Yeah, 10 minutes left. I think Madrid will probably get a goal here. But yeah, I think it just won't work. Too many of Madrid's players just won't press. Like, they're not a team that can necessarily team press. And they've had a lot of players like that over the years. And a lot of teams do. Like, you know, even though that's how we always played, Mo didn't always team press so much. I think he was pretty fortunate because Bobby did, Firmino did enough for himself and Mo. And Sadio did, and Origi always did. All of our Jota definitely did. How when we had Darwin Núñez, he also pressed. So like, we're really good about getting players that play defensively because I'm not a fan of having more than one player in your starting lineup. In your team, fine, but in your starting lineup, more than one player that doesn't join in on the team press necessarily. And yeah, they've got Vinny. That's what I wanted to do, is click back on that. Vinny, Mbappe, Bellingham will. Tchouaméni definitely will. I mean, Valverde will. He'll run somebody up and down the pitch to get the ball back. I'm a huge Valverde fan. Goulier can, but... And I forgot Jose Mourinho's at Benfica. That makes sense. They've got some players. I'm not too familiar with Benfica, to be honest. I know Dahl, I know Otamendi. But, yeah, Mourinho, I mean, as crazy as a bastard he is, he can structure a team. And he knows how to go up against the likes of Madrid, so... Benfica always does relatively well in the Champions League. I think it's pretty much a wrap for us. I mean, I kind of want to see this out just because, but kind of hoping Rio gets a goal. I'm a huge fan of Rio and Gamoa. Oh, that's a great play by Mo. Maka just absolutely whiffed a hat trick. I think that would have been his first career hat trick for us. Might have been his. He might have had a hat trick at Brighton. But yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I think Klopp holds out for the German international position. If that ever becomes open. I mean, I think he likes what he does at Red Bull. All right, let's take a look here. Yeah, PSG and Newcastle. I probably should have turned that game on like 10 minutes ago. Bayern is winning. Marseille, man. They are not doing hot in the Champions League. And Chelsea have come back against Napoli. Slavia Prague, red card. Yeah, I might. Oh, great to Chiesa. It's close to offsides, 6-0. Oh, the old forward attacking Virgil van Dijk. I think that was Van Dijk on the assist. Gorgeous little... I just love how they let Van Dijk just get up in the 10. Chiesa might be offsides. I kind of thought. It's a good pass by Verge. Good run, too. Like how they just let him have a little fun. I don't know if anybody knows this, but if I remember correctly, Van Dijk played as a striker, I think until he was like 18. Into his beginning of his professional career, he was a striker. I can't remember what club he was at before Southampton, but it was the club he was at before Southampton. He started his professional career there as a striker, which he grew up playing striker. And I think they had no depth at center back, or they had injuries, and he had to go back there and help. And just excelled and just carried on. I don't know how that wasn't offsides on Chiesa, to be quite honest, but Yeah, I am curious to see how many shots we're getting forward. I mean, we have really good numbers back, but how is this not offsides? VAR's draw ups are wild. I'm not going to complain too much about the goal, but dude, from the naked eye, that didn't look onside. All right. Well, there's a good little confidence boost for us, but again, a little bit difference in quality there. So, yeah, what do we have here? Inter scored again. They beat Dortmund. City won. Looks like PSG and Newcastle are probably going to be a draw. Atletico Madrid lost. Oh, it looks like they're going to lose. All right. PSV and Bayern. I would really love to have Olise as a Mo replacement. And that's never going to happen. Chelsea looks like, I'm pretty sure they were down 2-1, if I remember right, for a little while. They've come back and won. Yeah, Tottenham finished. I mean, that's good too. Keep a clean sheet. Yep, that's going to keep Thomas in a job for a little bit. Well, Newcastle done a great job against PSG. I didn't expect that from them, to be honest. Yeah, I really should have tried to have both. I was watching off of my Xbox here, so I only had the one Liverpool stream up, but I'm definitely going to go watch the highlights here to PSG Newcastle. I mean, Newcastle's good. I think that new signing, Voldemade, forget his name, that striker, has done pretty well. Bayern win. PSV had a red card. That probably helped. Kirat Amadi scored another one against Arsenal, which is kind of surprising, but Arsenal still won. I don't know if that's a sign between the game over the weekend with Arsenal and United, and then this game where this club scored 2 against them is showing a little bit of shakiness with Arsenal. May not be any cause for concern. I still think Arsenal is going to win something this year, whether it be Premier League or potentially Champions League, but I think they're not going to be able to do both. Yeah, and it looks like hopefully this switches to the Madrid-Benfica game. Oh, I'm going to turn that on real quick. I got 2 minutes left, well, plus stoppage time. Oh my gosh. Madrid just slipped from 3rd place to 9th place. A point behind Man City. They need to get this goal to avoid getting out of that top part of the bracket. About to be in stoppage time. I'm going to click right on that here. Voldemort. Voldemort. Yeah. I just didn't quite know how to pronounce his name. I knew it was like Voldemort or Voldemort, but yeah, he started really well for him. I don't expect him to win any of them. Arsenal. I know quite a few Arsenal fans, honestly. And again, like I'm very, very much like, I just like, I like all teams. Obviously I'm Liverpool. I should hate United or whatever, but I enjoyed watching them play against Arsenal. And I'd like Arteta to win something. I'm not necessarily a fan of Arteta, but I think he's done a good job. And they got a good squad, and they played pretty well. But so yeah, I'm not one of those like super biased like, I hope this club or that club burn. But I don't know. I kind of think City will probably win the Premier League this year, which again, like I kind of feel bad for Arsenal in that sense. Five extra minutes for Madrid. I mean, again, this is not the end of their Champions League, but that's insane. They dropped from 3rd to 9th. If they don't get a draw here, if they don't get a point. And Benfica is not sitting back. They're playing off the counter. They are going for another goal. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. Like I said, I kind of think City will probably win the league this year. And I think if they do that, I don't know. I got a strange feeling that Pep may hang it up from there. Because they made a couple good signings in Gahey and Semenyo. Benfica's making a sub, kill some time. Getting close to the 3rd minute of 5 extra minutes. I didn't know Madrid had a red card. Who was that? Oh, 2nd yellow for Asensio. That's center back. Is that one of their younger center backs? Goodness gracious. They have Dean, Tchouaméni, Carrera, both or all 3 on yellow cards as well. Goodness gracious. Yeah, Benfica just killed a whole minute on substitutions. I'm sure they'll let him go to the 96th. If a team only way to score goals is by own goals or corners, then that team is not a trophies team. Yeah, I don't disagree with you. Because they absolutely do. Like I think that was one of the things against United was like, I think in the first half, they had like 10 corners. It was like 9 or 10 corners roughly. And they didn't take advantage of it. So, in that being in that situation, that's where a lot of their goals come from. But I give them credit in the fact that, like, again, they're pretty sound defensively usually. And so, I mean, I am kind of a firm believer in like, yeah, you got to score goals to win games, but I think defense, like scoring wins games. I forget there's an actual term for that, and I'm not the one that made it up, obviously, as a manager. But yeah, scoring goals wins games, but defending or preventing goals, not conceding them, wins championships, wins titles, silverware. And that might have been like Sir Alex Ferguson or something, but yeah, I mean, Arsenal, they need to I was saying earlier, they just don't outscore anybody. It's like when they have to get goals, like against United, Cunha's goal was phenomenal to win that game, but over the weekend against Arsenal. But they just didn't know how to react. They're not. I don't feel like they're too used to doing that. I feel like they're used to winning games by one and just defending it from there on out. And if they get a second goal to kind of, get like an insurance goal to go up like 2-0 or something, then that's great. But I don't think they are so much of a reactive team. I think Benfica's going to win this. Because I think Mourinho is also a very notorious low block, park the bus manager. And I didn't watch this whole game, but he knows how to set up teams to absorb pressure. And again, in situations like this with Madrid, yellow card for Bellingham, red card for Bellingham. Oh, no, that was on Rodrigo. Dang, not that it makes much of a difference, but is he out for the... Does that mean they have 2 players out for the next game? I don't remember how that's set up for the Champions League. Asensio is an academy player from Madrid Academy. Yeah, I know they had... I know that they had somebody, another really young... I know Dean is young, but obviously he came from Fulham or somewhere. But they had another really young center back too that was pretty promising. I just don't remember his name. I don't know if that was him or not. It might be. I'm sure it is. He's probably, since he is probably young. Dang, Jose Mourinho is telling the goalkeeper to get up for, what is this, a corner? That's what I'm talking about. The special one. Respect. Yo, the goalkeeper scored against Madrid. That's crazy. Oh my God. Yo. They're going crazy. Jose Mourinho is a wild son of a bitch. Oh my God. Dude, that's what being an American, that's what's got me into this sport. Years back now, obviously, but it is falling apart. So maybe is it safe to say Xabi Alonso wasn't the problem? I think we all knew that, but that's crazy. And that's the thing, like, dude, that's such a nice header by the keeper. That was a great delivery. Jose is losing his shit. Yeah, honestly, that's a really good thing about, I give Madrid, Barcelona credit. I mean, even like Dortmund. Dortmund is why I got to throw them in there because they're really good. There's a couple others that I'm forgetting, but these clubs are really good with bringing up like really good academy talent. And that's what frustrates me about Liverpool at the moment is we used to do that so well. I think Klopp like still holds the record. I just saw that stat the other day. I think he promoted like 52, it was like 42 or 52 academy graduates, and not all of them, but a good bit of them have gone on to be sold and are starters for other clubs or broke into ours, like the likes of Trent included. He's a very special case, but I think he's injured at the moment. And somebody like Trent, although I should have a bad taste in my mouth with him, I think Trent would have been the type of player that can help against probably, this game against Benfica. Just the balls, the deliveries he can send in from anywhere on the pitch are just second to none. It's crazy. Absolute limbs in Portugal. Yes. I don't know if you've been in here for that, Bill, but yes. I'm glad I switched to this game for that. I don't know if you saw or if you were listening, but yeah, the commentators said that if they didn't get a point out of this, Madrid didn't get a point out of this, and they dropped from 3rd to 9th, which I think knocks them out of, not out of the Champions League, but out of, let's back out of this year. This bracket. I'm going to switch over to Golasso. See what they got to say. Yeah, the Golasso show, probably one of my favorites. Jamie, Titi, Micah. I don't know if I can show this. Can I show? Will I get banned or in trouble from YouTube if I show the Golazo show? It's only going to be for a few minutes. I'm thinking it's okay to do. Yeah, they're so entertaining on this show. I don't watch this live too much, but I watch a lot of their like replays on YouTube. Let me see if I can throw this up for you guys. Culture problem in Madrid? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Again, like, I really like Mbappe. I'm not going to say that he's not, one of the best players in the world. He's insane. But he's one of those players that comes with, and Vinny is, I didn't think Vinny was that bad until more recently. But, Mbappe alone, because he had those problems at PSG. And I mean, it was amazing that the likes of like Messi hung on that long. But you noticed after he left, the season after he left and went to Madrid, PSG wins the Champions League. And so he's just a tough. I mean, I'm not going to sit and say like prima donna, but it's tough. He doesn't make it as easy on teams as you would think, like the club that he plays for. Benfica, Monaco, Brighton, Dortmund, Barcelona. Yeah, Benfica. Correct about Monaco. Brighton is right, yes. Yeah, I knew Dortmund. I knew Barcelona are the best in bringing some young talents, especially. But yeah, I know Barcelona is really good. I think Dortmund, honestly, is right up there with Barcelona. And maybe not even so much academy, but like I think Dortmund is probably, it's just debatable, but I think Dortmund's probably one of the best clubs in all of football, like world football, of just like strengthening and developing like really young talent. Because I think there's just numerous players I could name. I don't remember a bunch offhand, but I mean I know quite a few, but. They just don't keep them, unfortunately. Always. They don't always keep them. I don't have any Ronaldo jerseys, but I did get I did get a Messi one recently that I like. I got this one a little while back, which nothing special, just a bland one. But I found this one. which I just, when I saw that, kind of knew I had to get it. We have a place that's pretty local. It's not like sports memorabilia, but it's kind of like a thrift shop, but it's not like for all clothes. It kind of caters to like athletics and stuff like that, and shoes, Jordans, things of that nature. So they have a lot of jerseys, so I tried to go up there and pick some up. I see you're a Cowboys fan there. I don't have any Cowboys jerseys, but I did pick up I think I picked up a Carmelo Anthony jersey there too. I mean, that's NBA, but the only NFL jerseys I have are Chargers. So I am a Chargers fan, unfortunately. I'll probably put this Golasso back up after this interview. I think if I break it up a little bit, it won't be an issue. But if I just keep it up live for a while. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I do want to look at this, though. So that is going to be a heck of a game. Barcelona and Chelsea already. I'm confused as to how this... Are there games tomorrow? Yeah. Hey, we have a pretty decent team. I mean, I think we need some receivers, but I'm more or less, I've not watched the NFL a whole lot in the past few years. I picked it up much more this year, but I mean, the jerseys I have are, well, only one. I don't know where my other ones are, which it was like Sean Merriman. So that, I don't have that anymore, I don't think, but LaDainian Tomlinson is the only one that I still have. Because I was a huge LT fan back in the day. I thought all the games were today for the Champions League. But I guess I'm wrong. Yeah, no, Europa League is tomorrow. Which I may also stream that. Aston Villa Salzburg might be an okay game to watch. Yeah, I guess. That looks like the only really good game tomorrow. I don't know when. Unless it's next week. No, Carabao Cup is next week. Maybe I'm just looking at that wrong. Yeah, oops, sorry. Yeah, Champs games are today. Yeah, that's what I thought. Final day they play at the same time. Yeah, that's what I thought. I might just be looking at this bracket wrong. So we don't have Champions League again until the 16th and the 18th, and the 23rd and the 25th for the knockout. So wait, then I'm... Oh, okay, never mind. I don't know why I was confusing myself. I get it now. I was looking at this way too hard, I think. We will play Tottenham. City's going to play Sporting. Arsenal and Bayern is going to be good. Chelsea and Barcelona will be good. Heck yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, you can't quite see on the screen. I don't know why. I don't know if I could like zoom in. I don't think so. I think that's what you're talking about, right? It's going to be Barcelona playing Chelsea. Barcelona playing Chelsea. Yeah, Liverpool playing Tottenham. Sporting playing City. Arsenal, Bayern. Chelsea. Oh, I already mentioned that. Yeah, those will be good. Qarabag versus Monaco. That's why I'm confused. It's a PSG Newcastle again. I don't know. Maybe I'm looking at that wrong. Still says PSG Newcastle. So maybe they're just going to play again. I don't know. Maybe that's why. That's the only one I was seeing that was confusing me. Because they just played today, but I think they're going to play again, maybe. It just so happened to be that way. I was like thinking this wasn't like refreshed or something. I appreciate it, man. Have a good day. See you, Bill. Yeah, I get it now. I was confused with PSG and Newcastle, thinking that okay, they played today. Why? But yeah, since 11th and 12th, they're just going to play again. So draw is not going to be acceptable. Then, yeah, Monaco versus Corbeil, Brugge and Galatasaray, Juventus and Atletico would be good. Madrid and Inter, I think, is going to be one of the bigger ones there too. And Inter, I know I looked at that, but I can't remember if they won today. Yes, they did. Yeah, clean sheet against Dortmund. Which, looking at that, I mean, Dortmund, I'm not certain where they are in Bundesliga, but Dortmund's a good team. I'm not familiar with everybody out there. I know that's Job. Schlotterbeck's good. Emre Can, kind of makeshift center back, but is good. Yeah, and I forgot about that entirely. Both are teams that run three at the back. Man, I should have had that game on too, because that was probably a pretty interesting one. And I'm pretty sure Inter has Bastoni. Yeah, they do. He did not play. Or, well, he might have came on. Thuram, Mkhitaryan. Yeah, it's pretty good. Julian Brandt. Yeah, that's pretty good for Inter to hold Bayern. I need to look and see. Standings is what I want. can see Inter beating Madrid. I can too. I mean, it looks like I might take a peek at that right after looking at... Actually, this is what I also wanted to look at. I knew Arsenal was at the top. Bayern. I don't know how we got into third somehow. Tottenham as well. It's going to be huge for City and Arsenal. I mean, it's huge for us. Tottenham. I mean, anybody in that top to where they don't have to play, you know, they get a little bit of a break is going to be great. So I think the eliminations is it. And wow, it was Marseille just on goal difference, I guess. And Napoli as well missed out. Ajax is just always in the Champions League. Villarreal, PSV, Athletic Club. Yeah, I think PSG and Newcastle will be a good one to watch again as well, because probably both going to come out swinging in that one.